Okay, so making like a generic, well, I don't know, I started like talking. I think it's decent for my voice. This thing is Toluene. I use it, well, every now and then. I try to like kind of figure it out. One thing that helps is like, well, anyway, it's kind of beneficial in a way, and, well, in a way, it is. In a way. Depends for who, I guess. I mean, YouTube commentary. So I think it may be a good idea for me to make like YouTube commentary. So let's look at this video and let's see this computer, by the way, and the whole thing. I could try to show you later on, but let's try to do YouTube commentary. Just like Pizzagate. In my opinion, Pizzagate was like air quality in the city is like shit. It's horrible, you know. So when you try to make pizza dough, well, you know how they make it, right? They toss the darn thing in the air, right? And there's like a reason for it, I suppose, and the air quality is really horrible. So it sounds like a good idea to have a good air quality, and for example, one of the ways would involve not messing up the tap water with chemicals, because like people, for example, it's kind of weird because people use it to water, like clean up driveway, for example, and stuff like that. And it's like you don't really need like tap water for it. It's kind of weird. Like the whole darn thing is kind of weird. Another problem with information, I sort of figured this out by not dying. I'm still alive. I mean, see the problem with this? There's like this thing about my hair. There's like a skin to it. I'm not sure, but so it's that one. Looks like there's like a skin to like people's hair and whatnot. As far as like computers, like this is so incredibly simple methods, and it's like what is it? And well, it sounds so simple to have multiple layers of internet. It's very, very simple. Things such as requiring people to go and renew their internet connection key in the public place every month or so. And if somebody doesn't like that layer of internet connection for that person, if they don't like it, they just don't renew the key. It's kind of weird thing about encryption and whatnot. So it's kind of like, it's kind of weird, you know? To be honest, it sounds kind of funny. Maybe they're like Fox people. They fuck or something to find out. It actually sounds kind of like a good idea in a way. But there's different problems. I'm not sure. Like, so far, doesn't really appear that there's any place, so it sounds like I would have to go and investigate.
These days is they'll start at this sort of, message board and social media platform level with a sort of army of individuals who are coming up with their own spin on what's happening on a particular event. It will spread from there through a network of hyper-partisan news sites, places like Gateway Pundit, that do not have standards of any sort, that are not interested in the basic rules of journalism, but they want to have political impact and make money on
as far as
and
making
from there you can see them sort of get
stories and coming up with something.
The reality is that right media figures that hire or Fox News are not interested in batting down those sorts of conspiracies. They're not interested in challenging their audiences and telling them that what they might have heard is incorrect. Instead, you'll see either them ignoring it altogether or providing a sort of wink and a nod at the conspiracy theory, or telling their viewers that it's okay. That like there are reasons to be skeptical of things that are happening around you.
There's
That
the
elites want to keep you from talking
space
about
travel
QAnon or
involves
what have you.
shoplifting.
And that
You steal the
whether or not
spaceship
that's
fuel.
true, it's not a danger.
And stealing spaceship fuel is simple. What you do is like somehow work with other people, and it sounds like as far as conspiracy theories and the ratio of
I think a lot
people
of
who
these
could actually
theories get rolled up together.
transport
Over the last year and a half
no good
or
people
so on the right,
save them someplace or something.
talk about
Looks like it's very, very low.
Save the children, absolutely. Basically, that teachers are trying to turn your kids gay, turn your kids trans, and possibly molest them, and it all kind of gets wound up together. There aren't really firm barriers to a lot of these conspiracy theories.
But again, different conspiracy theories, and from my own sort of point of view, there is a Moloch. Looks like they called him Moloch, and Moloch showed up and was like, being like yellow, transgender, and it was like, yo man, that's our God, yo. That tranny is the Trinity guy, yo, Trinity girl, Trinity guy. That's the one we so it's kind of like weird. So there's different problems, but then again, one thing is conspiracy theory, and another thing is, well, there's a conspiracy theory, but there's also the a human lifespan. People live for a long period of time. Well, they should though, shouldn't they? And then there's this place, New York City, this spot over here. For some reason, it's not that good.
Monsters are not of the sort of vaguely threatening variety. They have to be absolutely gigantic, demonic, sort of the most hyperbolic thing you can think of going other stuff. So it's always children, babies, mutilation and torture, pedophilia. And the story goes that everything seems fine because the monster is physical. The monsters control what you know. And only the heroes of the story knew the truth and then the rest. And that's the benefit that you get that way about yourself, that you are a continuously hero of the story.
Our monster is one of the brightest monsters, actually. It's really simple. It's so simple. It's technically considered a monster. And the monster is kind of simple. You know, the way the monster works is, well,
Then you get to issues of, like, if you ask about democracy or fair play,
what it does, it's,
this is about the end of the world.
one of the things it does is offers so-called God information in free-for-all for everybody to know. And I don't really see a problem with that. And one of the information things, one of the information is did they die from old age? But dying from old age, well, they're stupid people, and somebody stupid looks at it and is like, well, I sort of think the monster problem is kind of different because, again, it seems like one of the problems is, I'm not sure about other monsters, but our monster simply states, do not kill yourself. Don't kill yourself and you're good. Well, that's one of the things. Don't kill yourself. And then there are different problems. But somebody may look at it. But what if I convince other people to, what if I swear to God, convince other people to kill myself because I'm like convincing them to force me to kill myself slowly? How does that work? That's kind of tough to do. But when I look at it, it's kind of tough.
You're telling me I shouldn't read this story to my son every night before bed. He loves it.
Manipulating
It's a
people
dark Eric Carl
sounds
story. I
problematic.
like it so much better than that Hungry Caterpillar.
Then there's obviously the, and I think I should make
I'm saying
video
all of his
about it.
peers are reading it. They seem to really be into it. That hero's
I
journey.
managed to convince people that I am a size 10,000 dog. And they managed to convince them that I'm size 10,000 cow. And that I'm size 10,000 squirrel. And then I'm like size 10,000 cat. And stuff like that. So it's kind of weird though, but like, why would somebody believe? And I think they believe in a size 10,000 hamster as well. And they don't, it's kind of weird.
Welcome back, Jordan Klepper figures the
So as far as size 10,000 animal, well, that's kind of something adrenochrome, I'm not even sure. I suppose they may have different problems. Maybe they even think it's funny, where they're like, we just spread this child's blood into some kind of like drink. Did I do this in this stream? I mean, that's a drink. There's some beer, right? And then there's, of course, children watering the, well, what do? They watered their pumpkin
sites was very much
What did they do with that water? Well, they
online
use generic tap water that has chemicals in it. And then what? And then there's a spring next to it that's contaminated.
QAnon,
So it's kind of tough. Maybe they
Pizzagate, Gamergate,
So again, what did happen to Jesus? Jesus didn't even grow up to be 1 month old, did she? Right? It's not that good.
yeah, no,
It's kind
it's a great
of bad, though.
Honestly, I spent the time looking
So,
through his
like,
website
what
on
did they
Friday,
try
and
to
I was
do
like,
to
oh,
Jesus? I'm not sure.
from
But
there, and this happened very, very
sounds
quickly.
like that's something
You cannot
terrible,
see people on the right
horrifying.
saying, "Oh my God," the
Right? Good thing I
things
did
that
not
people
kill
on the right say
myself. Because if I did, oh geez.
instead, a story about political violence committed by someone who.
But again, what's the
about,
secret that
how
those
Democrats are depraved.
that they don't know?
It was turned into
Well,
another right-wing conspiracy theory about how
I guess it's no secret to me, but I'm not supposed to kill myself.
stories that
Yeah.
developed
What about that conspiracy? Well, that's.
was that
And then there's also the.
but in fact he'd been invited in by Paul Pelosi because
Oh, it looks like there's the
and
conspiracy of.
violent attack
Well, I'm not sure if it's conspiracy, but it looks like the distance from like
that's what
Earth
they came
to
up with, and
Moon
that
is
spread
like
remarkably quickly as it tends
the
to do
the
through this
age
right-wing
involves like the age of like a human.
until you had Elon Musk tweeting out a link to a hyper-partisan fake news website on Sunday morning. So it was, 72 hours, 48 hours from the assault becoming known to the conspiracy theory being changed.
I'm not sure.
At least something like this pops up. Is this how you imagine it playing out this quickly and evolving or devolving in this similar manner?
Unfortunately, it doesn't surprise me. I do think the speed is different from sort of the history that I studied, but the manner in which things spread is really not. And
And again, there's like a common problem with me. So what is the problem? Well, I mean, it's not that common. It's kind of common when you think about it. There's like how does murder work? Well, you cannot like murder every damn time. Like at some point, you would all die instead. There's like the rules to this place, right? You can't just murder. You cannot just murder anybody, can you? Oh, then there's a problem. They murder, and one of their schemes was that they do not, that they lie to each other, right? So what do they do? And there's like, I don't even know how many people there are like that. It's kind of annoying. Like, who does that nonsense to people trying to like murder somebody? It's kind of annoying. I'm not even sure like what the motivation was. But I actually think it would be kind of funny to like show up to like some girls because I'm not sure. So far I haven't really noticed some girls. They're showing up to me or something. It sounds like maybe there's like somebody to talk to somebody.
We mentioned the
And
platform
be
here.
like, well,
Matt, you brought up Elon Musk.
I know you could try to like, how many anal probes did I get
Died in 2016.
attempted to be shoved into my bum?
So what does this say now?
And there's different, and how many broken bones?
Twitter, what is that going to do to your conversation?
And stuff like that. Just
I think it's going to continue to accelerate them. I think
but it sounds like last broken bone is like
platforms some of the time to try to rein in the most extreme and dangerous forms of
Looks
misinformation.
like the last broken bone I had was because they thought that I was a size 10,000 dog. So again, that size 10,000 dogs. Because like, I kind of think about it. Sounds like a good idea to be right about things. Then I'm kind of like thinking, nah, well, there really are like people who are convinced that I am a size 10,000 dog. And I mean, it's kind of like really like terrible thing when it's like, well, they were trying to with an effect of some kind of like beast mode drug without having to be on the drug. And they just kind of like tell us like this guy's drug. So it's kind of so that's kind of sad though, because somebody was really willing to believe that they knew, they were like 100% convinced that I happen to be a size 10,000 dog. So you get just like different things. I actually kind of heard like a video about like people talking and whatnot, and a size 10,000 dog. And how does that work? And I think it's actually valid. Something that I should probably talk about. I hope that YouTube is actually not too terrible. It sounds like I could make like those torrent videos. I mean, it sounds like I could make anything out of that stuff. So, well, again, the trustworthy, and I'm not sure if it's trustworthy, but the claim about the internet does appear to show up with the, well, that's kind of tough though. But let's see, back in the day, there was like dial-up, there was like some kind of a speed, and then it became like hundreds of times faster until it sort of just kind of became like stale or something. It's just like the same thing or something. I don't even like connect to like it's just like the speed went like up a little bit. Dial-up is actually kind of interesting because it like in comparison to like internet providers, it's sort of like it's kind of tough. But as far as internet connection, and there's this thing. So let's find out. I think I have this running. Oh, look how many networks. This darn thing. Oh, that's a lot of networks. For no damn reason. And for some reason, the darn thing is all at the same darn frequency. And like, I don't even know. It's like, I don't think there's even like, I don't know. I mean, it sounds kind of like valid business, where somebody just be like, we sell 2.4 gigahertz, like these crystals that absorb the energy, and you could place those around your house, just because. It sounds actually kind of something like, it sounds kind of funny just to be like selling some crystals basically, where there's like which suck up the Wi-Fi energy It actually sounds interesting, as far as technology,
getting
yeah.
read, or if I think that I am not able to easily find credible information that I want to be reading, that's when the value proposition will basically.
I feel like this is where our discipline.
So again, as far as I'm concerned, I suppose I may manage to
Here is
do a generic
I'm also lost. So I really just use it for conversation.
website schema, just like one of those lousy devices plugged in off the 5-volt power supply.
One of the reasons
They're kind of just like that's generic. Maybe I could talk somebody if I could try this place, see if it actually comes through. There's different kinds.
I feel more connected to other medievalist color on Twitter. We created our own little ecosystem anywhere else. I wouldn't get that anywhere else.
It's like kind of because there's like something about like bank on the devices like this thing. And like phones, they serve notice that they're not once in my entire life, I think, have I managed to come across a computer that actually has, like, for example, a manual that describes the darn thing, for example, and how to use it. I mean, this thing I had to fix the wire. I had to fix the wires, and I think there's like different problems with computers, and like the screens though. I'm not sure who came up with this thing where you just push on the thing and
That's really the thing.
this is, I think it shows a little bit.
For these things, and I
No,
think that's
it's like
kind of what
kind
gets
of
us
like
in trouble with conspiracy theories.
where they
Begin
came
with,
up
right?
with this
You do
thing
your own
and
research.
somebody may look at it
Find
and
out
be
for
like,
yourself.
well,
The thing is with huge platforms and
it kind of makes that thing visible.
right? We're not very good at this. I don't remember high school biology very much.
As far as computer screens, and there's another thing, it's like this thing is plastic.
About my own level of risk, his level of risk, and I am not a good person to put
This thing's metal.
and that's kind of how we offload it. So I feel like that's maybe not.
As far as computers, it looks like one of these noticeable issues is a radiation. When you open up these computers, you could sort of notice that there are things to it. And then there's obviously problems, I could look at the key thing here. And I sort of remember my grandfather, he did this thing where he had multiple transistors, like in series, and they could detect, if I placed my finger, and it's similar to a touch screen on smartphones right now. They detect if they detect your finger with like the transistors and whatnot. So, okay, so they detect. So the keys, it's kind of weird because like with the mouse, it's like, it's like, you ever like waste your time a little bit with the mouse thing? I mean, when you just look at technology, like technology is kind of like, kind of not that great. It's kind of weird.
I mean, it's very difficult to.
But then you have this thing. This thing's kind of neater. This is kind of neater. there's like a sound things make, and this thing, see? It looks like there's, so there's lighter. Lighter's kind of simple. Torch, I noticed this around people. They're supposed to listen. Torch fire makes like certain sound. There's a scheme to it. It's like they're supposed to listen to it correctly. It's kind of like interesting how it sounds, you know, but well, it's kind of weird. Maybe I could show this to some people. Well, I think I should a little bit. And then there's this thing. This just makes like sparks. See, the sparks are like different. There's like sound to those. And then I sort of noticed they are different. And they make sound. So there's fire that's basically plasma, and this is basically plasma as well, but it's different. It's kind of tough though, because I sort of noticed like this darn thing is like a simple way of sending data into computers. Like there's a way that sounds that there's a thing to it. Well, I don't know. So it's kind of like, it's kind of weird though. Look how much I used. And almost, yeah. Yeah, I keep using it then. Today I didn't use it from morning, and I used it at like 6 p.m. or something. Yeah. Using it through nose is kind of like, yeah. It sort of makes certain things noticeable in a way. Due to certain problems, I guess. It's usable. But again, you know, it's kind of funny though, you know, with the fire, you know. I mean, I thought about going and making like a show for people where I take the thing and like, hey, you could come up with something, write something down, I think it, I read it thinking, and it makes the fire sound certainly like that thing.
Well, guys, it's been lovely. Elise Wong, Matt Gertz, I believe this conversation energized and stuff of the blood of it.
Okay, trying to like reading, it's like kind of like, sounds kind of like funny, and then I could be like the Daily Show. Trevor Noah, that sounds read it.
From the Daily Show on Apple Podcasts, the iHeartRadio app, or wherever.
Okay, so that's about it. So it's kind of like, fire's kind of like useful for it. It's kind of funny. I could probably like do this as like a trick thing, you know. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. There are really like people who have this special ability that it looks like there isn't really anybody with the special ability of, you know, being able to think stuff. Let's try melody. So it's kind of like, it's doable. It's like I could play melodies through these things. It sounds like something I could like pay more attention to. So again, there's problems with like difference being haunted and whatnot, whatever. So anyway, this is a 35-minute and 54-second video, something like that. All right, and I'll try to upload it. I could probably make some more. I'll find out how big this video is and how long it takes to upload it. Alright, and I suppose I will be making a story about that size 10,000 dog problem, you know, it's kind of a noticeable issue. Alright, so this is PC.